I'm Meoxie. I'm Doggy. And she's cute. We are very bad with introduction, but today we're gonna try to make a question and answer something. The question were asked on people, by people on Twitter, and we're gonna try to answer it today without dying. Ta-da!
Which is hard because it's super hot.
Tiny bit. It's okay. It's okay. I know it's not. Stop it! Stop it! Stop. So, is it working? Is it on? Everything's fine?
Yeah, it's working. But I didn't see the questions because the picture is small.
Oh, you need to go on editor.
Editor? Yeah, I have it.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. So, now we can begin.
Thanks to Tomcat for helping us with this and reading the question.
No problem.
Tomcat!
So, the first question to you two is: do you have drawings from when you were a kid, and can you show them them to us?
The answer is no. I mean, I do have a lot of pictures and drawing when I was younger, but most of them are gone or hidden somewhere at my mom's place, which is in France, so I have none here. But the oldest you can see on internet is probably on my DeviantArt, which I got some very old picture in there, maybe like between 8-10 years old, maybe max, I'm not sure. But it's the only place you can see my very old pictures, and I'm a bit ashamed of it, so please don't go look at it. Yeah. And Doggy, do you have pictures?
Nah, I was not drawing much as a kid.
I have seen some, you showed me some cute one, no? Like a hamster or something, there was some cute picture you showed to me.
Ah, no, that was later, like when
Okay.
Hazuki means maybe speak louder.
Oh, okay, maybe we can go closer. Here?
Louder?
Louder! If you come closer, maybe it's better. Can you hear us better?
He did not answer yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes time.
So,
Yeah.
should be fine. Next question.
Okay, next question. Question is: when did you find out about the furry fandom?
You want to answer first?
Yeah.
Okay.
For me it was like, I don't know, but roughly, let's say 12 years ago or something like that. And I was curious, and I don't know, I took only like 3 weeks to go to the first meet or something, and this was the Leipzig book fair actually. Yeah, and I was super anxious about it, and what I find cool the first time I went there, I saw suddenly a lot of people with collar, and I was always wearing collar, like I don't know since when I started, but very early. And it was cool to see other people that wear collars, so I was like, hey, that's my people. But yeah, it took some time to get close, and then I was happy.
Aww.
And then I was in the fandom.
It's a cool story, I didn't know it. For me, it's more not interesting. I don't know. I really don't know exactly when I discovered the furry fandom, because I was always drawing animals and anthropomorphic stuff. But just because I enjoyed it and I didn't know anything about the furry fandom, because back where I live in like southwest of France, very lost, there was non-furry around I know, and on internet most of them were around Paris or still very far from me, so I couldn't meet any of them. I think my first friend I got was Liz, and she was not a furry neither at this time, so I don't know, maybe we discovered it quite at the same time. But yeah, to make it short, the first furry event I really did was Eurofurence like 4 years ago. It was a bit big for the first one, but it was the first like big furry stuff I did.
And you liked it?
Yeah, I don't know. I was knowing nobody, maybe 2 or 3 French people, and I was super anxious and like, what's happening? So many people, so many things, and I was not enjoying it fully because it was my first time ever, and I was just like lost and confused, but also amazed. Like, when you first furry meet, like fursuit everywhere, you never saw any really before, and I was not having fursuit at this time, so it was like explosion of stuff.
Yeah.
So it was good and bad, I don't know, but I enjoyed it. But I was already furry before this, so I can't really give a date. Yeah.
So Meoxie are younger at the fandom than Doggy.
Yeah, I'm baby.
Ah, baby.
No, I'm not. I'm not like that. You're the baby, yeah.
Okay, so we go to the next question. How did both of you meet?
Both of us meet.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have to tell it. I mix it up.
Okay. Yeah, just the first time ever I saw Doggy was at the Zashen Fur Dance, like 2 years ago, I think. I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, approximately. And I saw her and was like, oh, she looks so cool, but I was like too shy and anxious to talk to her. So, and I was knowing only like 2 or 3 people here, so I was pretty lonely, but having fun. I was like running everywhere and doing shit, but not talking to people. Just like, nah, but it was cool. So I just saw her and I was like, I should talk to her. No. I never did, sadly. But then we met again at SOCOM. It was like a camping between furries in Zashen. And there, Monsieur, a friend of ours, told, oh, they are vegan too, maybe you can cook with them. So that's how we met. We were cooking together, banana pancake and fried tempeh, and it was awesome.
Yes.
And after this, we kept in touch and talked time to time and met time to time, and yeah. That's how we met.
Yeah. Cool.
Romantic story at camping.
Somebody said something?
What?
The people are talking, saying stuff.
The first Crescendo says the first experience are always overwhelming, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially Eurofurence with more than 2,000 people. It was a big first experience.
And he finds you began connecting very cool.
Next question.
Next question. The next question.
Surviving for now. I'm proud of us.
How long have you been together?
How long have we been together?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit blur, no? Somehow.
Yeah, it's blurry, yeah.
We can't fix a real date because we were getting closer at a weird time of our life. So it was a bit mixed together, but let's say approximately 1 year.
Yeah, roughly.
Roughly 1 year we are together. But we don't have a birthday date because
Oh.
we don't know exactly which day we decide.
So no clear date.
No.
No.
Ah, okay.
It was like instantly made. I don't know.
Yeah, like it was clear at one day, it was clear, but we don't like, I don't know, like we already wear this clothes and then we just say like, okay, actually it is like that. So it was more or less an acknowledgement.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So, next question?
Yes!
Yes. Can Doggy draw too?
Well, I would say no.
I would say yes.
Yeah.
You like art too. It's another kind of art, but it's still art.
Yeah, but I suck at it. Like
come on. She do nice graffiti style art. More or less. It's more like writing, but fancy writing. It looks awesome.
I try.
No, you're doing good. You're doing good.
Yeah,
Really.
I try.
You're getting better fast too. Stop it. And she also draw a bit.
Yeah, sometimes I draw. Like I started in school. Like my last school, basically, I started to draw, and thanks to that school, I was evolving fast. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't continue like through it, so sometimes I draw, but not so often.
You should more.
I know.
I like what you do.
Doggy, Crescendo likes your voice. He says, I hear you first time really talk and super cute.
Oh, see? Cute voice. Oh, le baby chien. Not you. Sorry, Jelly. Push. You're not happy. Go away.
So, I would say we go to the next question.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Yes, please. Why do you like broccoli so much?
At least 2 people asked this question. I don't really know. I think it's more like a symbol for me because first of all it's green. Second of all it's like the bad veggie that nobody like when they are kids, which make it better for me. And also because I'm vegan, I guess. So it's like representative veggie for me, and I love the taste of it. I love cooking it, I love eating it, and I love annoying people with it. Because some of people are disgusted by it. So I love using it against people.
And we eat it a lot, you know,
Yeah.
like a lot.
A lot. I don't know, I just love broccoli.
Doggy, would you show us, or Meoxie too, the plushies or the plushies? Crescendo wants to show it.
My plushie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Présente.
This is thicker, and yeah, I don't know if you can see it.
He can see it very.
Like here's she's a female, and she's my most favorite plushie, and actually she's really important to me. Like I had always a plushie that was important to me, but at some time in my life, I decided that plushies are not cool and like
I'm an adult now.
yeah, exactly. So I was like, oh, I can't like plushies anymore because then I'm not cool. But I don't know, I missed it, so I choose a new one, and it was thicker. And I took her everywhere with me. Actually, when I was making a mountain tour with my dad also and with friends, and I climbed the highest mountain ever in my life, and it was exhausting as fuck, but I took her with me and make a picture.
So cute.
That was cool. Yeah.
And I got a bunny. You're gonna like it,
A
Crescendo.
bunny.
You don't like we give him a lot of name, but we always forgot it. So Crescendo, give him a name. Name the bunny.
I will say you if he answer in the
Yes,
chat.
he will answer. But it's a very cool bunny I adopted in a second-hand shop because he was so lonely and he's so cuddly and so cute. So I decided to adopt him.
But Crescendo says broccoli are your drugs, Meoxie.
A bit.
A bit.
A
Yeah.
bit sometime.
Always these greens, right?
Okay.
Eat your greens, kid. Important. Next one.
Next question. What made you what made you decide to boost be vegan?
Do you want to start or can I?
Oh, you can start. Go for
Okay,
it.
I was like vegetarian very early in my life, and I was like happy with that decision, but at some point I was thinking something is wrong about that. Like I don't know, I was stopping, like the first decision about my eating habits basically in my life was to not go anymore to McDonald's. That was the first thing, and that is, I don't know, I never visit one again except for like when friends meet there or something, but I never ordered anything. And then I was vegetarian for 6 years, and then I thought something is wrong with that. And it was basically that I wanted to do it because I love animals and I don't want them to be hurted because of me. But if I drink milk and if I eat cheese, it's actually almost worse than meat because the animals get tortured a lot for this. And so I decided, like, in my school there was a car always parked with like a commercial on the back with Earthlings, and I was always like, I need to see this, I need to know what it is, because it had a sentence under it like, how much truth can you handle? And I wanted to see it, so I was choosing a very good day, and I was starting to watch it, and like after 5 minutes I rolled crying in my bed. After 18 minutes I puked, and after 30 minutes of the movie I put it off. Like I couldn't handle it anymore, and since that moment basically I was vegan, because it was so shocking to me to see it like for real, for like what happens to these animals. And also I was so shocked about what I did until then in my life with my food that I couldn't eat for a whole week. So I was eating nothing for a whole week. And then I was educating myself on what I can eat, because I never thought about this before. And since then I'm vegan, and that was like 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah.
Okay. Kind of similar to me. Like, I don't know. I was eating a lot of meat, cheese, fish, everything you can imagine every day, nearly at every meal. We was like thinking about it. And at this point of my life, my dad was very sick. He was having a brain cancer, and it was super hard for me to handle. And I was like, I don't know, a friend of me shared something on internet, which was like the most important debate of your life from Gary Yourofsky. And I was like, okay, let's watch it. And after I watched it, I just like took like a slap on my face about what he said and explained, like a conscious slap, you know. I also watched something else at the same time. It was like tiny docu about Irene, which is a nutritionist person of raw vegan food, basically. And the documentary was about how this can help you a lot when you're sick, and how it's good for your health, and a lot of like complex things I'm not gonna explain all here. And this like, I don't know, opened my mind kind of, and I was, I don't know, shocked. And at this point I just decided to stop this shit. Basically I just decided to be vegan straight away, because I couldn't make step by step like people do. It was not okay for me. So I just give away all the non-vegan stuff I was having to my friends, and at this point I was not even knowing how to cook good stuff. I was having no idea how to do it, but I couldn't stand it. So I just decided to do it. And it was hard at the beginning, but when you get the habits, then, and like you learn yourself how to cook and to feed yourself better, and then it was like the best decision of my life, and I just regret not have been I've done it before. Yeah, that's only
I should have done it way much earlier too.
Yep, and this was same 5-6 years ago. I don't remember exactly. And look, we survived. Yeah, this was a long question. I'm a bit sorry for taking so long about it, but it's a very important subject in our life.
Yes.
That changed our life a lot and matters for us.
Yeah.
Do people have questions on the chat?
Yeah, because the Quisenna.
Find a name?
No, he wouldn't give a name to his species because he thinks it's too personal.
Oh, okay. So I can maybe you can call him Quisenna.
And KeyCage asked, they have a person called Miserman in his guild, and he asked, because I think he asked, "Are you single?" Asking for a friend. I don't know.
Okay, we don't get it.
He's in Russia, and he asked if you can answer of this question.
Which question? I don't get it.
Yeah, are you single?
No, we are together.
Yeah.
We are single together.
Together single. That's cute. Okay, to the next question.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Did you even had a negative experience while fursuiting?
Yeah, Doggy, start.
Doggy, start.
Some recent experience.
Yeah, well, yes. Yes, the answer
is yes.
The answer to this question is yes.
Big yes. Sadly.
Yeah, like what I had several negative experiences with this, and the first negative experience was I had my Fursuit, and I was just trying it on, like if it fits and what all, and I was like half an hour in suit, and like 20 people touched me. That was very scary, yeah, and intense, like because I'm not used to that. Like I'm used to hug people for like on furry convention, it's normal, it's okay, but you really get touched everywhere, and that was new for me, and that was really shocking. I don't know. I didn't have that pleasurable in my memory, and on the last East there's some shit happening, and people slapped me in the fursuit head, and
for fun.
Yeah, so funny, I don't know. And yeah, I don't know. I was so shocked by that action, because I was thinking like, hey, I'm sitting here. I don't look like an angry person right now. Why do you slap me? Like, it doesn't make sense. It was like out of my space with what I was thinking of what could happen. So I was shocked, and I was saying like, hey, don't slap me or I'm gonna punch you really, really hard. And he was like, okay. And yeah, that was weird. Yeah, I don't know. I had several. Yeah.
Just like in general, when you oh, you okay? Okay. Just in general, people when you in Fursuit don't see any like the notion of consent is gone. For most of people it's gone. Like you're a big plushie, you're cute, they can do whatever they want with you.
Yeah, and you get touched everywhere, like really everywhere. So that's weird because I don't know. You could at least ask.
Yeah. I don't know, I think it's very European. Like, I know that in Canada, or maybe USA, I'm not sure for USA, but people usually ask even just for a hug. They ask, can I hug you? Like, automatically, and they're not gonna touch you everywhere with his consent. This is, I don't know.
Meoxie, did you had ever made a negative experience?
Me, kinda the same. Like, I care less because I'm kinda used to it now. So that people touch me and like are very pushy a bit with me, and when it's too much, I just tell them, please stop it, or go away, don't touch me. Like being rude a bit, because you need to be rude sometimes with some people.
Yeah.
And if they don't understand, sometimes you have to be a bit violent. Like just push them in the belly, or like something a bit more violent, and then they're like, oh, why are you doing this? I tell you 1,000 times to don't touch me, but yeah, this is not often, but...
It happens.
Yeah, it's happened. One time is already too much, you know? So, yeah. And then maybe when you fursuit in a non-furry environment.
Oh yeah, that's shit.
Usually it's people want to entertain the people when they do this, which we don't really like. Like we fursuit for us, not for other people. And when we fursuit for other people, this especially normies, like we call them, abuse it a bit. Like kids gonna rip off your tail or push you. I only get punched in the belly by a tiny kid. Like I was doing nothing. I was walking around. They come to me and they push me super hard. And they harass you, they run after you, they push you, they whatever they can do, and yeah. It's a bit frustrating, I would say, because in Fursuit you can't do anything. Like, if you say something, they're not gonna take you seriously. Oh, yeah. It's not always fun to Fursuit, basically. It should be, but most of people don't know, doesn't care.
A lot of people have to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I hope next question was a little bit friendlier.
We're angry person, okay?
Okay, that's about your persona. Why red? Why green? Did you come up with with the red design yourself from
scratch?
So what?
Yeah.
So
I had a lot of persona, or at least characters that represent me when I was not into the furry fandom. And at the point I decided to be a rat. First I was a brown rat with like brown hair and red on the side, because it was my hair cut at this time. And then I decided to change it totally, and I get this persona like 3 years ago. And why a rat? Because I love rats. I always had rats living with me. And I love their attitude, their intelligence, or they live, or they act. And I identify a lot to them, and I often act like a rat too, like when I eat or when I'm doing things. I don't know. Yes,
I agree.
she can agree on it. So I thought it was really the animal that represent me the best, and I don't know. I like the vermin image they go to, but also the cute fluffy ball, and like I don't know. I like all what's around rats. And why green? I don't know. Maybe again the broccoli thingy with like the green aspect of it. I don't know, it's hard to tell. And what about you?
Well, I always was dog. Like, since I can think, I was
dog.
Feeling dog. I don't know. That's the most correct answer to this. And like the red, I don't know, I wanted my suit to be me, you know, like to be more me, maybe.
Yeah, that's it for me too, like.
Yeah.
Our persona looks a lot like us, basically.
Yes.
Like same haircut, same piercing, same attitude, same like it's us.
Yeah, like I have all the piercings on our fursuit are like piercings we have in real life, and the hair color is the same, and and the haircut,
Okay, so we go to the next question. Yeah. Come on. Yes.
It's a bit slow.
Yeah. Do you two play video games? If so, what are you playing recently?
So first of all, we both played very different games. Like we have very different taste of it and view on video games, so we rarely play the same game, maybe except Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft is cool.
Sometimes we play Minecraft together, and except this, yeah, Doggy is more like FPS, more like action, violence. Maybe you can talk about it, like which game do you like, which game you played recently?
Yeah, I play, like, for now, like, I was playing a lot in my, like, 10 years ago I was playing a lot of computer games, but then I got, like, tired of it, and right now I play just for fun, sometimes Killing Floor 2, and Hotline Miami, and, like, shooter, basically. Because I want a game where I need my skill to progress, and I want to have a lot of options how to do it, so yeah.
I see. And I'm more liking kind of game when you can evolve, progress. What you mean, B? You thirsty? What you gonna drink, no?
No.
We're gonna die.
But I think we have a little problem because we have a lot of users asking if you can take the microphone because it's too.
It's too low?
Yeah, it's too low. Or,
Okay, maybe-
or push up the
yeah.
volume.
If I put it here, it's maybe better.
Push up the volume.
Yeah, push up the volume, but I don't know if we...
Yeah, should be better. If I put it here, should be fine. So yeah,
Okay.
sorry for the quality. We try your best. So yeah, just to come back to the game I played recently. Stop it! Don't play with it. I was playing a lot of Digimon World, which is a very old game from like 2000 that I used to play a lot. It's Doggy hates it, but I love it for some reason. I like games like Pokemon, like I don't know. I was playing a lot of The Sims, like which is simulation game when you need to evolve and stop being nippy. Terrible. But yeah. I like cute games too. So all like the opposite of what Stuggy is playing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Arctic Star means you should play Farming Simulator 2018.
No.
No!
No simulators.
No, yes, I like simulation game, but not simulator.
Oder Forza Horizon.
What's one?
I think it's a racing game, Forza Horizon.
You know?
Maybe. Like I like playing racing games together, like easy, like on, like with gamepad and stuff. But everything else on the PC.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we should go to next question.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. What is the reason of your hair and of your hair colors?
Oh, we already had that, no?
Yeah, somehow. Wait, I don't know. It's a color then. Like, I like green. She likes red. That's it. I guess. So yeah, next one.
Okay, this was a really short question.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
We don't know what to say to it. Say the effectless.
Who are your fursuit crushes?
Oh, fursuit crush. My recent fursuit crush was at Sesfur with Juicy.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah,
Juicy is awesome.
like Juicy is a fursuiter from Russia, and the fursuit is very colorful, and the person is very small and super active, like always moving, always dancing and doing things.
And dancing really good. Like,
yeah, dancing very good.
awesome.
And it's super cute and super like full of life and energy. So it's like it was like instant fursuit crush for probably a lot of people at the con.
Yes.
And over this, I don't know. There's so many awesome fursuiter up here. Like I want here, so it's very hard to decide. Sometimes it's like at con when you see somebody in their character, you know, like doing it good, like you can connect to it, then it's a crush.
For me, also Yin Papa. Like
Yin Papa, yeah, it's cute. But it's like I could say name for 1 hour because
Yeah, true.
it's hard to set name on it. But yeah, recently was Juicy.
They're always posting video games like
We should play.
furry video games like Call of Furry and Farming Simulator.
The chat is
I
silly,
don't
I
know.
guess.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay,
So
so
next-
we go to next question.
I think we're done soon with the question, so maybe people can ask them.
Yeah.
But there should be
but
still
you-
some left.
Okay, I will type it in chat now. But at first we go to the next question.
Yes, please.
How did you came to our personas names?
Oh, the names.
So yeah,
Oh.
the name of your persona name.
Doggy is a dog. That's why she's named Doggy.
Yeah, like in I don't know. I know like that it was around the 5th or 6th class where I got my name, and it was just doggy or dog. I don't know.
Undi.
Yeah, or hundi, like dog, doggy, or hundi, and
Dog
that
stuff.
was always sticking with me.
Dog.
And
Dog,
I had
dog.
a period of my life where I was thinking like maybe I should change it, but
No.
that would be stupid. Everyone knows me under that name, so why
Yeah.
not keep it?
My name is a bit more complex. Because I like. I think I got this name 10 years ago or something. Before I was having stupid teenager name, I don't even remember them. And at some point it was on Neopets, my account got frozen, so I needed to find a new username, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna call myself. And at this time I was making roleplay, like I was maybe, I don't know, 12 or 13, I don't recall it. And I was playing a Meoklop, which was a tiny cat with one eye, and everybody was calling me the Meo. So I used Meo, and I was like, oh, Meo is too simple, so I need to find something else. And I don't know, I just was thinking a lot at school. And I find out Meoxie, and I keep this name since then. That's, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
One question to Meoxie. Do you listen to Extentation?
What?
Triple X? Tentation. Tentation.
Temptation? Oh,
Temptation?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
But maybe we can make a short.
Arctic Star
We can make
to you.
Tomcat. We can make a short break so we can drink a bit, and people can ask questions, and then we answer the question people ask it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Good. So you make a short break, people. We come back soon. I put the
Short
microphone.
break, so I have to click on rec.
No,
I
no,
think.
no, 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 no,
No?
Don't. Let it on. It's fine.
Okay.
I just set off the mic. We just drink something and we come back. Is the mic working?
Yeah, it's working.
Okay, cool. I was not sure.
Yeah.
We are
have a-
back, bitches.
Yeah, let's go to the yellow.
Perfect.
Perfect.
So, do we have questions?
Yeah, sure we have questions. We have a lot of questions.
Really? Oh gosh.
Oh gosh. Please don't say gosh, I hate this word.
Gosh.
What's your most romantic and most funny moment
Oh, so we got this
on
thing.
a convention? No.
Can I tell the story from how I discovered the dog bed?
It's not convention.
True.
Like it was, yeah. I don't know.
No.
Most of them are too kinky.
Not kinky. Romantic and most funny.
Yeah, romantic for us it's kinky. I don't know. Funny. There was a lot of funny things, but it's hard to remember exactly.
Yeah. Like I don't know, a romantic one was on like on NFT, like Nordic Currents. And like it was super late.
Yes.
It was super late, and we were like going to bed because we were really dead because we did drive long. The day was exhausting, whatever. And
I don't have the same in mind. I was thinking I was a kid.
yeah.
These two, no? But keep going.
Yeah, and in the end we slept in the huge pink dog bed together in our kigus, and it was super cute and romantic and cuddly and nice.
It was at a Fur dance. And at the same Fur dance, like the Fur dance happened in a BDSM club in Hamburg, and there was like a big cage hanging, and we were dancing together in it, and it was cool. Tiny bit kinky, but still safe for work.
It was dancing, though.
Yeah, it was dancing in Fursuit in a cage. It's okay.
Above the dance floor. That was really cool.
Yeah. A lot of people were watching.
And filming.
And filming. Yeah, okay. I don't know, I don't have any other things in mind right now.
I'm thinking about something funny, but...
Something funny?
Everything, like, we have a lot of funny moments.
With a dick.
What? Oh no, oh no.
But this one is not safe for work. Okay, whatever, next question.
No,
It's a lot of things that's not, you know?
Yeah, I know.
I know I said this, we had a lot of questions, but this was the last question in the list.
I mean, do people ask questions in the chat?
Yeah, I wrote, they please asking,
They ask stuff.
do you know who 6 mal 9 inch line is? I don't know.
No.
Since like a troll.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think too. It's Arctic Star thing.
Okay, but do we have a real question?
Now we have Crescenda ask a few.
Thank you, Crescendo.
Ask a real question. How do your parents reacted to being a furry?
It's expensive. Why are you doing this? Basically, like first time I won a fursuit on Furby, which was Walter, my coyote, and my mom first reaction was how much it was. It's too expensive.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Really? Yeah, that's all. Like she always was, what to say? Not suspicious, but like because I wanted to make my art my job, and she always was like, nah, it's never gonna work. You need to find a real job, and never was like supportive with this until I make enough money out of it. So she was like, oh, maybe it's okay. But yeah, she was always suspicious. Not suspicious. What's the name of it? I forgot. I lose my word.
Yeah.
Not suspicious, but
she didn't believe you would make it with this.
And when with the furry fandom, she was like, but she never.
It's a phase.
Yeah, no, not the word. Like she never really considered it. But then
Okay.
I bring her, like we went to Taiwan to visit my brother, and she did her first furry con here with me and my brother, and it was so funny. She was like a tiny kiddo, super like smiley and super active, and she made her first fursuit hug, and she was like, I got a picture of her like super smiley, like so excited about it. So I guess she's fine with it now.
Yeah, and for me, it's like, I think my mom knows too much about me, to be honest. Yeah, like, she basically knows almost everything, and that's not...
It's good.
Like, she never questioned that. Like, I think the only thing my parents questioned me, like, when I was doing, was when I started parkour, and they were like, you're never gonna do that. And I was like, after 4 years, was really good at it, and they're like, okay, you can do what you want. And since then, I never had a discussion about anything I do again, because yeah, she knows basically everything. So
and they know you're super stubborn, and even if they say anything, they can't do anything about it.
yeah, I'm super stubborn with things. If I want it, I do it.
Yeah, so they can't do anything. But they're now both of our parents are very supportive about it. I think.
Yeah, and they're very happy about it.
Yes, they see we're happy in there and we do what we like, so I think they're happy for us.
And my mom likes our fursuits a lot.
Yes,
like, she's really happy about it.
Yeah, that's true. It's cute.
Okay. Honig unterstrich, lost your French accent.
No.
Yes, it's cute. I like it.
I don't like it.
And the Jaken asked, how much did your boost of your suit cost?
Or the price of it.
Yeah.
I buy my like this new fursuit, like the partial, the head, the paws, the feet paws, and the tail. 900 €. It was, but now she's a bit more expensive. Like when you get yours, I think it was a bit more expensive.
Mine was everything together, like all. I have like 3 pairs of paws, so like
yeah, you have too much paws.
2,100, something like this.
Yeah, but with the body, like
yeah, with body, like everything together was around 2,000.
Yeah, just my partial was 900, but the body I have with the padding was 500, and the body I have with the big fat ass, like with the padding, was from my first suite of this character from a French builder, and I buy this suite like with another head, another paws, and everything else, like 1,000, nearly 500. I'm not sure, but yeah, it was like 2 or 3 years ago. And I got this one since a bit more than 1 year, I think. 1 year and 6 months, something. Yeah, 1 year and 6 months. So yeah. In total, 1,400 with this one with the normal body. So yeah.
Crescendo asked some about Doggy's hobbies. What you are very active and sportive, and what other hobbies do you have, Doggy?
Well, yeah. Like I like to do sport a lot, and I like combat sport or martial art. Like for now I do more martial art than combat sport, and this is my main hobby. Like this is really what I need, and I do it 7 hours a week roughly, and I want to go up to 10 and more. But I need to let my body evolve to that and not rush it too much, because I always rush it and then I can't train for weeks.
I have to take care of her.
or I get injured,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
often.
Yeah. And I like basically doing everything that is
Illegal.
dangerous and I don't like to do it alone. Like, I need people to do it because yeah. I tried a lot of things in my life and I'm very active about it. I still do it. But if I do it alone, it's not fun to me, no matter what it is. So yeah, I really need people for that. And what else do I do? Like, yeah, well, I can't speak. I can't speak much about it actually.
Yeah, dog stuff.
Dog stuff. Yeah, I do a lot of dog stuff.
Yeah.
I go climbing though, and I start parkour again. Yeah.
You play video games a lot?
Meoxie, do you have some other hobbies?
Yeah, most of my time I spend in my rat cave here, drawing stuff. So yeah. I like to spend time with animals in general. With Doggy, I take a lot of care of Doggy. She takes a lot of time to take care of. But she's worth it. She's a cute papa. And like spending time with the dogs, with the rats, in the nature.
Yeah.
Just to go, to walk around. Like I like space with less human as possible. Which is rare to find, but like going to the lake by night or something when it's nearly empty, or like, yeah. Except this, what do I like? I like to play video games time to time. Way less than before, so.
Hazuki means eat broccoli. Your hobbies, eat broccoli.
Yeah. Food. Actually, yes, food is a big part of my hobbies. It's a big, important part of my life. Food.
It's true, yeah.
Cooking, eating.
Cooking,
like-
yeah.
Like, we do basically constantly things. It's sometimes it's very exhausting.
We
and
never stop.
We don't know when to stop. Like, even like lately we were on East and then on Cesper, and it was like 2 weeks of con, and we had 2 weeks of preparations for it.
Yeah.
So it was very exhausting. But then we come home and say like, oh, finally we can rest. And like,
No.
we don't. We just don't. Like,
I mean, like when we don't sleep, we always do something. Basically, like when you try to rest, we get bored fast. We need to do something, or like we feel guilty about something we need to do. I don't know.
yes.
So we always move, always like go around with the dog, or I do my commission, or she's playing, or making the sprays, the goodies, or taking care of the dogs, or making the food. Food is important. Food. It's necessary. And yeah, we never stop. That's all. Basically, we haven't needed to make a planning of a week to try to organize, to do everything we need to do in time, more or less, and still we don't have enough time to fit everything we want to do.
Yeah.
But we don't have a real job, so we do nothing of our life.
Nothing at all. Like, never.
That's what people say, at least. But yeah, I think our life are very intense.
It's, yeah, like,
basically.
The only moment when we stop doing things is when we're sick. Like we're not able to move anymore.
Yes.
Even when we're sick, we do things. But like when we feel like fever or whatever, then we stop. But other than that,
yeah,
never.
I just missed a question from Honig. He asked how actually you can see through the mask.
With my eyes, you know?
With my eyes.
Yeah. Usually I answer this question with my ass, but maybe it's not nice. No, it is like, it's probably a non-furry who asked the question, but most of Fursuit ads got some like tiny grill thingy, I don't know the name of it. Mesh, yeah. They make the eyes with mesh, which is like very tiny holes in it, so you can see through it, and then you just paint it. Most of ads are like this. For the toony ones, the realistic one got also the mesh, but way more tiny, and then like resin eyes usually, so we can still see through here. I can also see a bit through my mouth, but I only see through my, like I use my eyes.
I can see actually very good in Fursuit. The only thing I don't see is like if a person stands right in front of me. They disappear. But
we got a dead point here and on the side, basically, so the vision is very restricted, but it's okay.
Yeah,
like,
it's good, yeah.
With toony head, it's way more easy to see. Like on my old head, Walter, it was realistic head, a coyote, and the resin eyes was like pretty big, and there was a tiny triangle black spot to see on both sides. So it was very reduced. So on realistic one, it's way more hard to see.
I remember an answer to my hobbies. Like, is fire an hobby?
Fire is an hobby.
Okay, fire is an hobby.
Fire is your hobby.
Fire. And explosion and guns and
and things, you know, like
good
fun.
Okay, we have a user here, so I can't speak out his name. Wagen Buskin.
Oh yeah, Wagen.
You know it?
Yeah, it's
he asked,
it's a good person.
do you ever had like a broccoli pizza like the one in the movie Inside Out?
Of course. I eat broccoli pizza often. Like, the last one was 1 week ago, maybe less. I don't know. Some days ago we eat 4 huge vegan pizza, and there was one with broccoli on it. And it's very good. Yeah. And when we do pizza ourselves, it's like full of stuff on it. So
yeah, it's more stuff than pizza.
Yeah, exactly. But broccoli on pizza, it's good.
Yeah, so we run out of questions.
No more questions?
No more questions.
Dogcat, do you have a question for us?
I have a question for you. Let me...
Tell us everything. Aww. Papa.
I will say it in German. Because I can't formulate it in English.
So
okay,
you have to translate.
Yeah, Doggy have to translate. Wo seht ihr euch in 5 Jahren?
What?
The question is, where do we see ourselves in 5 years? Like, I can't even answer the question until like 5 weeks. I have no clue. Like, actually, when we become close, my life changed a lot. Like, my life was already very active, but doing constantly things makes you like, your memory makes like a blur, you know? Like, there's so much things happening that even the most awesome thing of the week you haven't forgotten in 3 weeks because there's something else that is more awesome, and then it just gets more and more exciting, and you don't collect awesome things in your life like I did before. Like, I was doing, I don't know, extreme cross runs or whatever, or making special trips or things like that, and now it's just like, when is the next thing happening? Like, we don't
too much.
Yeah.
And we also have no notion of time because we're pretty out of society. We don't have like a work when you need to wake up at this time, going this day, doing this and this. Like, we don't have this notion, so it's pretty abstract for us. Like, just time go through, we live every day like it's the last day. I don't know, we just enjoy your life, and we don't think of the time and when we'll be like, or will be tomorrow, or I don't know.
Yeah, we're always like surprised when on the streets there are a lot of cars. We're like,
hey, what's happening today?
It's some holiday again, I guess so. Yeah.
And in 5 years, I don't know, I hope I will still do what I like drawing furry shit and being a fucking, no, not fucking, sorry, we hear nothing, being an a furry, a very nice furry person, and doing furry stuff because it's cool.
Yeah, and I want to have the same.
Yes, and I hope we will be together forever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. Christina has a question because do Doggy react to you, Meoxie? Well, I start again. How do Doggy react when you wear this fursuit? Do they act differently towards you?
I think
that's an interesting question.
Yeah.
I want to know too.
Yeah, I think Doggy, like, she's dog, constantly dog, even with this fursuit. But the fursuit, like, allow her to, like, be more in it. I don't know how to explain with English word, but you directly get more dog. Like,
okay, really?
Yeah, you feel more free, I think, because...
Yeah, I feel more free, that's true.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like, you allow yourself more to be who you really are.
Okay. I want to say something, but I don't know if I can.
Tell me in my ear.
Like, oh, let me think. Maybe I can formulate it in a way.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, when I fursuit, I feel very different, to be honest. Like, I feel really free, and what makes me feel like that is that people really take me like I feel inside. Like,
baby dog.
If I'm outside, it's more like most people that are into society are like, that's a weird person because of
They're
my
afraid.
haircut, my piercings,
They're usually afraid of you.
my look. Yes, sometimes people are afraid, but when I'm in suit, I'm like, I can be me, and people take me like I am. So that's a lot.
Yeah.
Helping. Yeah.
It's what I mean too. Like you just the fursuit help you to be more you because people see you as you are, not as a human.
Yes, exactly.
Basically.
Okay, in the chat they just have a basic question: Coke or Pepsi?
None.
Neither.
None of it.
None of that.
We drink when we drink cola, we drink local cola, and that's a million times better than any industry shit.
Yeah, like we can talk about it. Like it's a good thing in East Germany mostly because the big company like Coca-Cola and shit stuff are not very famous. People prefer to drink what's more alternative or local. So they have a lot of possibilities of drinks. Like it's very various.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of choice and the quality is way better too to me. So we drink often something else than Coca-Cola company. I actually don't drink Coca-Cola company unless I'm very lost somewhere in France usually, where it's the only things you can drink here. And even there, I don't like it. No. Nah.
Yeah, if you don't have a choice, like we drink even tap water or whatever from a sink, rather than this. Yeah.
Yes.
Vegani Basken, der Unaussprechliche, has a question, I think Mochi Doggy. So, he wants to do some parkour, but now he's a little bit chubby, white. So, what he can do to begin with parkour training?
Oh, yeah, that's like, I can tell you first how to not do it and then how to do it right. Because I did the same experience. I was starting parkour in a time where no one knew what parkour was. Like, it was never even someone heard of it. And I started it right after school.
Wait, Doggy, wait. I think I did read something wrong. Because he read, that was not the question.
Oh.
Sorry. Sorry. That's my.
Oh no, that was interesting.
Because he asked, I actually used some parkour to do. I actually used to do some parkour. So, what was your favorite thing to do? Like free running flips or after doing King Kong walls, was auch immer das ist?
No, like you need to distinguish. Like I was really doing parkour. I was not doing free running because I was not like my idea was not to play with my environment. Like you do in free running, you do flips and like fancy stuff that looks cool. My idea was I really want to be effective at running fast. Like I wanted to be really fast and overcome obstacles. That was my goal. And my most favorite thing was really high walls. Like this was my thing to do, to go and challenge myself with really high walls. Because my most intense experience with parkour basically was in the very beginning when I was trying to get the technique to get up a wall and something, and I was failing and failing and failing and failing, and I was like the third time on the same spot, and there was a wall that was really high for me, and I was always getting my paw on top of it, but only the first bit. So I slipped and I ripped my hand open. It was bloody, and I was so frustrated from that I just kept trying until I did it. And at one day I was not stopping until I did it. And that was stupid because in the end I was like, okay, I did it now with bloody hands, totally exhausted, in the end of my training. Crazy. So I was definitely able to do it before, I was just not able in my mind. And that evolved me a lot in parkour. And that was my most favorite thing to do. And also, also jumping high things without using my front paws.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah. No, but we don't have a question. Maybe I can make ask you someone.
Something else to ask?
Something else, yeah. Or the user can hear me too. If you have some questions, write it. I have a question. Meoxie,
It's
in
me?
which age do you, in which age? I don't know. Do you go to the punk lifestyle?
2.
2, yeah. When I was born, no. It's it's a hard question, but I don't remember exactly which age because I was living in a very landscape area, like the campaign, with very few humans, and most of them was kind of stupid or like really not in the same mindset as me, even at this age. Maybe like I was 12 or something, I don't know. And I grew up in a family that was very like, I don't know, middle class family. My father was a policeman, and he was always teaching me to not do this because this is not good, and not do this and this and this and this, and it was a bit upsetting. I don't know. So at some point I was just like, I don't know, I want to be myself, I want to do what I want, and I was discovering things online. Like I started with listening music basically, and I was liking it, and then I met some people, like one people actually in my area that was listening the same things, and we went to concert together, and I was enjoying it a lot. At this point I was maybe 14 or something, I don't know, but yeah, it was getting very slow for me because of the area. Like it was not very flourishing with punk people or alternative people, so it was super hard to get into the scene. But I was very motivated, let's say. I don't know, I was having the idea and the conviction and stuff, and I was evolving a lot in this area. And yeah, I don't know, it's a long story. I evolved a lot through the years. A lot of experience in my life, bad and good one. Mostly bad, but it's make me grow, I guess, and make me who I am today. So, no regret.
And I love who you are.
Oh, thank you, Ducky. She's a kid.
The two of you.
Oh yeah.
Christina has a question.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever wear some other fursuits? And if so, isn't that like the weird... yeah, what was the weirdest experience ever?
Wearing another fursuit?
Yeah.
I was having a fursuit, it was Walter, which was not my character. I buy them on auction on the internet. So it was just like a random coyote. But I made him my character more or less, and I was using it, like wearing him mostly for political events, like specialized on the animal protection stuff. So I was wearing it for like action supermarket when we asked people to give food for the dogs of the shelter or stuff like this. And people loved it, like I was very friendly and like making animation and stuff. Or like at events for the day with Sus Meat, or I don't know, mostly vegan or animal protection event with him. It was my first fursuit ever. But yeah, it wasn't my character still, but I was enjoying it. But I never wear fursuit of somebody else, so I can't tell. Somebody wear my fursuit once, it was done in Aya, and it was super sexy because she got a very wonderful body, and
She's a model, right?
yeah, she's a model, and her body her body was fitting very well in my fursuit. She's a bit smaller with more forms, and it was looking awesome, and everybody was like, hey, what the fuck, because I was walking with her when she was in fursuit, and everybody was like, hey, do I see double or what? And it was a very funny experience. Not weird, like I was enjoying it a lot. It was cool.
I have misunderstood the question.
Oh.
He means if Doggy wear a Meoxie suit and Meoxie wear a Doggy suit.
That's kinky.
Yeah, we never did.
No.
We never tried.
You never tried it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never tried to...
No, that would feel weird to me. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do that.
I think it will feel weird too. Because it's very personal, like... I let Dolina wear it once because I wanted to see myself, you know, like... And I like her a lot, and I was sure she was doing it good, and she was doing very good. So I was okay with it, but I don't like when people ask me, can I try your fursuit? And no, it's me, I don't know, I don't want you inside me.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I would never let anyone wear my fursuit, actually.
Yeah. So yeah. And between us, I don't know, maybe we can allow ourselves to do it, but it will feel weird. It will feel not okay. Yeah. No, you don't want to work. You're mean.
No, I'm not mean.
No,
I'm
I know.
mean.
Yeah, you, I know. Anyway, I think we better like as we are.
Yeah.
For just a few seconds ago, you got 20 broccolis. What is it? in the video?
Oh, this is when people follow.
Ah, okay.
It's normal, don't worry.
Okay. I think I did something wrong.
Don't worry.
No. Vagani Basken asked, he tried in German, was ist das beste Eis? Which the best ice cream?
Oh.
So
There's a lot of best ice cream.
yeah.
And for me, it's Ben & Jerry's, the vegan one, like chocolate brownie fudge and
So when we
chunky
eat-
monkey.
Yeah, the one we eat 2 days ago.
The one we eat 2 days ago was very good, but not the best. And also,
Chunky Monkey is good, yeah.
we found a ice cream bar that makes your ice cream. Like they have 365
Oh, this year,
different
yeah, true.
tastes, whatever, and it's like real. Like if you want strawberries, they make real strawberries for your ice cream. Like they make it in front of you, and you can choose whatever you want. Like
Yeah,
over
this was good.
365 different things you can put in. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a big machine, and they have like bays, and there's 2 bays that are vegan, and then they add whatever you want. They have like Doggy said, 360 different ingredients that they just add to the machine, and it's make you ice cream directly. Basically, it's a bit weird, but it's very tasty, and they can do whatever taste or even mixed you want. So you can have very weird ice cream, I guess, if you make some weird mix.
Like garlic and mango.
Garlic and mango. So yeah, this is cool. The Ben & Jerry one are very good too, a bit expensive. But yeah, I don't know, there's a lot of vegan ice cream in Germany, and so far I like them all, nearly. So it's a hard question. Food is always a hard question, like
They
it's...
all mean they sound so good.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And vegan was take a garlic mango salsa ice cream.
You can try it, but I'm not gonna say that.
Christina asked for do you wear your fursuit sometimes outside with the two of you or just on convention and meetings?
No, we also wear it outside
Yeah.
of conventions and meets. Yeah.
It can happen, like just for fun for us, or where we have guests, they have fursuit too, so we fursuit all together, and sometimes just us, yeah, it's pretty rare, but it can happen when you feel like it. And yeah, we already make some tiny turn outside, not in this area because it's a very bad area, like people are not very tolerant, let's say. We're not gonna say more today about this, but
Why not? Let's make a talk until tomorrow.
oh no, right, it's fine, it's fine. But yeah,
In the city.
like once with Kale, I did something awesome. Like we went to the Leipzig Burmese from his place to the place where the event was, fully in fursuit with full body, and we were having like collar and harness, and a helper was taking us on leash to not so we don't get lost, and we were taking the tram to go there. it was very funny. It was feeling like Zootopia, you know. We were doing like normal human life stuff, but as full fursuit, and going all around the city to go there. We were dying because it was extremely hot, but it was so funny. I don't know. People were like, what the fuck is this? it was
Cool.
good. We need to do this too. Can just like go somewhere in fursuit and come back by using the transport.
But we take the bed then.
Take the bed.
The rat bed.
Bed?
The baseball.
Ah, the bat. Yes.
The Jaken asks who's the softest. I don't know if you mean the softest suit or the softest ice cream. I don't know.
Doggy.
Doggy.
In any case,
I'm confused.
You're the softest and the cutest. Yes, you are.
Yeah, you mean the softest suits.
Yeah.
Suits. Yeah.
Doggy.
Doggy.
I'm a bit rough and old and grumpy and mean and stuff. She agreed. Doggy is cute and nice and fluffy and cuddly and bratty and annoying. I love you.
Sorry. Christina asks, how do you transport your fursuits between the fursuit cons? Between the cons.
Chaotically.
Yeah, exactly. Doggy got a box, just like a carton box, and put everything in it, and that's it.
It's my box.
It's a box. And I just got like a IKEA bag, like the big plastic transparent bag, super large one with a zipper, and that's all.
Yeah, but what I like to have is like these plastic containers that you can lock. That would be cool.
You lose, like, they break easily. I was having a box
Really?
before, and the box is less practical, and I break like 2 of them.
Maybe you can show us some box, or is it too big?
To show box? No,
Yeah.
I don't have box. Like, my fursuit thing is here, but I don't want to show it, it's a mess.
Okay.
And Doggy's box is here, but it's just a box, so it's not very
Okay.
It's
interesting.
just like a
It's
carton.
the box.
Yeah, it's like a sanding box. Like, it's actually the box when I got my fursuit in. So just like a carton box with tiny rats drawn on it.
So just a random box to buy, nothing special.
Yeah, like
just
a moving.
carton.
Sometimes I use like a moving box. Like this.
Yeah, we should need like a case, solid case, but it's hard to find a big enough one first.
And also, I
And
want
solid
something
enough.
light. I don't want to be every time I
Yes.
carry my suit like I need to carry my suit, and
Yeah, exactly.
then it gets annoying. I don't want that. So I use just a paper box basically.
Oh, it's good enough for now.
It's okay.
Yeah, so we're running out of questions again.
Oh, that's okay. Oh,
Do you want to stop? Maybe we can stop for today.
yeah, let's go.
I think
we
it's-
can do a little 5-minute pausing.
Or you want to
You
stop
can-
again? I don't know.
Depends on
Oh.
break.
I think we can stop here.
Yeah, we
can
stop.
stop.
We can just like make a tiny talk about this first experience. Like, what do you think of this Q&A thingy? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's funny. I like it.
Do
It's,
you?
it's said that some questions I can't answer, but
Yeah. Maybe we can make like a more not safe one on Picato one day, where we can like
maybe we should.
maybe we shouldn't actually. No, okay, yeah. That's.
I don't know. But I like this one. This was good.
Yeah, this is nice. We can maybe redo it with like more preparation or like better quality shit, like maybe with tiny mic. I don't know. We will see. But I enjoy it too.
Yeah,
Maybe we can have guests also.
Yeah, let's do it with guests.
We can do it with guests. Like we can invite a fursuit friend or just a furry friend. We don't need to be fursuiters actually, if they're okay with it. And we can just talk together and ask. Maybe we can prep our question ourselves, and answer it publicly like this. Can be an idea. Whatever. We're gonna keep this experience in mind. It was very good. I enjoyed it too.
Yes, and
And-
thanks to Tomcat again.
Yes, thanks to Tomcat for being here
No
and helping
problem,
us with
I
this.
always...
But like, it shows that we need a helper for doing this kind of streaming.
yes.
Because with him, I don't know how I've been done it.
Yeah, and a lot of users says it was fun, it was great, it was awesome.
Oh, thanks a lot,
Yay, thank
everybody.
you.
Yeah, I don't know how many people was here, but thanks everybody for coming and watching us. It was very good. I tried to record the video. I don't know if the quality will be good, but if the quality is okay, I will probably post it on YouTube so we can watch it again first ourselves, and people can watch it if they want. So yeah, that's all.
Bye.
Thanks everybody, and see you next time. You need to stop, Tomcat. Stop.
Okay.
Stop it.
And
Stop it.
stop.